Here's Michael Komorn with more Planet Green Trees.
They all had to get their photo. Well, I've ended up on the front page of the paper with some really good photos. So I'd like to thank all you photographers for making me look good. Because, you know, it's not all DNA. I do appreciate you being here. I want to ask a friend of mine, one of the few people that has been in this game for almost as long as me. I'd like to ask him to say a few words. Mr. Matt Abel, the Executive Director of Michigan Normal. Yeah. Happy Hash Bash, everybody! It's a big honor for me to be actually the first speaker here after Adam Brook. I had no clue. But it's such an honor to see all of you people here for this protest that isn't even happening today. How incredible is that?
The fight goes on.
So remember, a lot of people tell me, you know, they say Hash Bash is a celebration, and I have to continually remind them that it isn't. That this happened after John Sinclair got locked up, and then the Supreme Court said the laws were all cruel and unusual, threw them all out, and so the legislature passed new laws. And on April 1st, those new laws took effect. And that's why people showed up here to protest.
Yeah.
And so that tradition carries on.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the idiots were who wrote that law that said you can't smoke in public. Oh shit, I was one of those people. Damn, how did that happen? Well, it was a compromise, right? Well, you know what really annoys me is people smoking tobacco in public.
Yeah!
And that'll kill you,
yeah.
But that's legal. And one of the things I learned recently is that, you know, there is no testing for heavy metals and other shit like that for tobacco, that the tobacco companies have an exception, and they put whatever they want into it. But here, if you want to buy cannabis at a retail store, it's all been tested and made sure it doesn't have any of that poison that could kill you. Not that it ever did. My point is that they allow that poison in tobacco. Have we not learned anything? I always thought it was the tobacco that killed you. Well, it turns out maybe it isn't that at all. Maybe it's the poison. Now, I'm not advocating tobacco or nicotine or caffeine or sugar or any of those other things, but I know that when I smoke some cannabis, it makes me feel good. It makes me chill. It makes me enjoy life. It makes me let go of my worries. It lets me be creative. Lets me be not afraid to get up here in Ann Arbor on the Diag on the first Saturday in April and yell at everybody, Happy Hash Bash! I've been informed that our hero, Mr. John Sinclair's in the house. He's up here. And you can give him weed. It's legal now. So feel free. Because of COVID, he might not smoke one with you, so you might need two. I know I stopped passing them around in circles a couple years ago because I got sick so many damn times. But I'll tell you, I never got COVID. And you know, the statistics are showing the people who have cannabinoids in their system are getting less incidents of COVID. And when they do, it's less serious. No, I'm not advocating that you all smoke marijuana, but it works for me. To paraphrase other times.
Breakfast of champions.
So, without further ado, let me introduce to you the one and only, the man who's here on the West Coast, he's on the East Coast, but he's a Michigander, and he's been fighting the drug war longer than I have. His hair is grayer than mine. His voice is more sore throat than mine. And here he is, the one and only Dr. Detroit!
Boy, am I grateful to be with you. I'm loving our connection from the cannabis, from the sacred herb, from the weed. We need to free the weed and free ourselves and be free and be happy and be calm and have an attitude of gratitude. You know, an appreciation for this day, an appreciation of being together as brothers and sisters here on the Diag.
Kirk Reed, also known as the captain.
All right, gratitude for our lives, for the sacred herb. You know, a thankfulness to be here today together in our solidarity. We're the leaders of human consciousness and human evolution. We're healing ourselves. We're doing emotional healing. We're healing the inner self so we can have inner peace. The sacred herb gives us inner peace. We're able to handle our lives. We're able to accept what's on our plate. We're able to not only accept the happy times here at Hash Bash, we're able to accept the blues, the sad times. We're able to accept all of our life, all of our feelings, all of our family, all of our neighbors, everyone, all species. Please heal, love, embrace, accept. Have radical acceptance of yourself and life itself through the sacred herb. There's a spiritual side to cannabis in all of us. There's something deep in our souls in all of us. There's psychological healing in cannabis, not just medical. We got to heal the planet and get along and have a live and let go attitude, but first accept ourselves and then accept life and have gratitude in your heart. I leave you with the words of gratitude and self-acceptance. Love for self, love for society. It's a love drug, folks. Free the weed. God bless Dr. Detroit. I want to introduce the captain of the ship. He's wanted to come to all the passengers. This is Captain Kirk. Welcome, Hash Bash! Look, man, I like to raise a lot of hell and I want us to be heard, so on the count of three, I want to hear a big 420. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 420! Good enough for me. Have a happy Hash Bash, folks. Light up.
Yes, happy 52!
By the way, my gift to you guys from Paul, this dab's for you. Happy Hash Bash.
That was a little better, okay?
Yeah.
Those 5 decrepit. You can introduce me, then I'll just talk some shit.
Mr. Richard Clement. Oh. Greetings, greetings, weed warriors. All right. Let me ask you something. Hey, give me a W. Give me an E. Give me an E. Give me a D. What does it spell? What we want. What we need. What the people agree. To free the weed. For the jobs we need, because the people agree that the weed shall be free. Let we them ring. Let we them ring from 420 on the Diag to 420 on the Equinox. Let we them ring. All right, people. Hey, we've been a long fight. It's been a 50-year fight. We came a long way. And you know, this COVID thing that opened up some doors, okay? I mean, it's all in the spirit, you know? Hey, I got this shot, so hey, if it wasn't for cannabis, I never would have got through this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, hey, got some things going in Lansing. We got some things to do in D.C. We're on 3, say free all federal black prisoners. Right. Free all federal black prisoners. Free the prisoners. Free all federal black prisoners. Free the weed. Free the weed. For the jobs we need. Free the weed. Free the weed. For the jobs we need.
For the jobs we need.
And the people agree.
People agree.
That the weed shall be free. That we the ring.
God bless.
Thank you. I'm going to get a hand off the
ball here. Got a line up. Who we got? Lace.
So we got Leif Al-Saidi, a finalist on The Voice, is going to say a few words. Welcome, Leif.
Bring it, baby.
Happy Housefest, everybody. So I'm born and raised here in Ann Arbor, and for over 10 years I've been able to play you guys in with the national anthem every year. But you know, this year we're gathered here for this protest, and I want to remind everybody, because some people think this is a celebration, we've made some progress, but until all prisoners in this war on drugs are freed, we haven't done our work. Many nonviolent people that are in jail right now and have had their liberties taken away and their lives ruined by this totally uncompassionate system that criminalizes and punishes addiction and drug problems. And this is a major issue. So yeah, we've gotten far on this good fight, and there's a long way to go. I think some of us hope for a little bit more liberty with this plant, and unfortunately it's going to be over-regulated like many other things, so we still got to make sure that we fight for the things that are important. One is make sure that we keep our right to grow our own. If it's not free for us and tax-free for us to be able to grow our own plants in our own homes, then we haven't done our job. This can't be left up to the poor quality that is being provided by the legal dispensaries at this point. So, I'm sorry, but I don't have skin in the game, so I can speak honestly, and all of you that love this plant can tell that we don't have the same access to stuff that we did even 5 years ago because of the given system and the fact that caregivers have been shut out. So make sure you speak your mind. Make sure you stand up for the right to grow and stand up for ending the war on drugs. All right, y'all, happy Housefest, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes with the reason for this event, Mr. John Sinclair. So take care, y'all. Stay comfy and stay stoned.
Keep the caregiver strong! Alan.
Okay, thank you very much.
I don't really need the
Yeah, you do.
I don't really need the bullhorn, but I'm going to use it anyways just to try to reach more people. I'm here today not to tell you things that I want to tell you from me. If I were to speak, I would talk about all the lies that we've been told, all the lies that I've been told since birth. I was lied to by my teachers at school. I was lied to by my parents. So many freaking lies, but the biggest liars are the government. But I don't want to talk about all those lies. I'm here on behalf. I want to speak on behalf of my friend Marvin. Marvin has spoken at the hash bash going all the way back to 1842.
No, wait.
1492, that's the lie. Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. The Chinese were here in like, what year the Chinese were already here?
321.
Yeah. So, I'm here on behalf of Marvin from the Party, and he's a dedicated weed smoker. And Marvin taught me one thing. And this is one of the greatest things that I've ever been taught. He taught me how to eat an apple. So I'm going to show you how Marvin eats an apple.
Marvin, the fight is right. All right, wrap it up.
All right. Eat an apple.
I can eat the apple while other people are talking. But anyways, I'll just give you a short story. A lot of people want to talk. Inside this apple are cancer-fighting elements. It's against the law to talk about it. If you eat the seeds of the apple, it releases an enzyme which fights cancer. Marvin, when he eats an apple, he eats the whole apple, the core and the seeds. So if you want to reduce your risk of cancer, use marijuana. Mushrooms mushrooms are cool.
Yeah.
And eat the seeds of an apple. Thank you very much. I'm Tommy Spaghetti. Thank you for the opportunity.
Spaghetti!
I'm usually the warm-up act for the hash bash, but I wanted to speak to you passionately about. I love it. I love you. Thank you very much.
Apples make good pipes!
Hey!
Right. Apple makes good pipes.
My name is Brando the Weed Commando from the Daily Dope Show.
Yeah.
You guys are out here. I've been coming to this hash bash since the 80s.
Me too.
This is never a celebration. We might have had some victories over the years, but the forces that be will always be working against the people when it comes to marijuana. What we have achieved, we achieved a corporate takeover of the growing and distribution in this state. And right now, that corporate takeover that we here at the Hash Bash fought so hard to get is now fighting against us.
Yes.
They're suppressing caregivers in town at the township level now. So if you live in a township and you're a caregiver, you might want to check and make sure they haven't made any amendments to the ordinance that would call you now a home occupation. Because of this, I have to move out of my township and no longer be a caregiver. I'm not moving out of my township because I want to be a caregiver somewhere else. I'm moving out of my township because I don't want to live where people want to control you like that. Where people want to still act like you're doing something wrong.
Right.
Even though you fought for, I don't know what, 80 plus years, we fought this. We're still here fighting it. You can celebrate if you want.
We're gonna
You
win
can celebrate. You can go to the weed store now. You can celebrate that you can, smoke weed in your basement without the cops kicking the door in. You can even grow your own 12 plants. But just remember that the people that were here way before that, the people that were growing during full prohibition, are the reason why we're here today celebrating anything. Because we are the ones that stuck our necks out to make sure that this weed was legalized, to make sure that the injustice of arresting someone for using this plant was not accepted by society, and we turned that around.
We love you!
Turned it around, getting all of them released.
We got to keep fighting because we don't have people getting expunged. We don't have, we have caregivers under attack. We have people still getting arrested for marijuana charges in this state, and it's just unacceptable. What did we fight for? But it
was on the news that they cannot take and charge you for marijuana or any kind of fucking paraphernalia.
We hope that's the case. That's all I got. But go ahead and celebrate, and just keep in mind that it's never over.
Hello, my name is Chris the Anarchist Ryan. I'm one of the yippies. Abby Hoffman was my mentor many, many years ago. And I used to be a friend of a guy named Jack Harrer. You may have heard of him. He wrote a thing called The Emperor Wears No Clothes. And there's an important piece of wisdom that he imparted unto me, which I wish to impart unto you. There is no such thing as a good pot law.
That's right.
There is no such thing as a good pot law. And that doesn't particularly matter what kind of pot law it is, because I can offer you a better alternative. It's called repeal. Go back to the days before Prohibition, when we had no pot laws whatsoever. Repeal. We don't want your stinking pot laws. Thank you very much, and good night.
50th anniversary of the hash bash.
52.
That's huge. But remember, the fight is not over.
52.
All politics is local. I want everybody to go home and support everybody on a ballot that they can, that is pro-cannabis. I don't care if they're running for dog catcher, drain commissioner, or just whatever, school board. Start going to your meetings. Start asking the questions. These communities, we need these jobs, we need these taxes. Let's not be here for 50 more years. Thank you.
We are having
here.
fun.
Yes, we are. We just got done listening to some awesome speakers.
Yeah. Is that it for the speakers?
I think so.
All right, what should we do now for fun?
Okay,